Divine Feminine Friday on a Saturday. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. I am the Empress Oracle Raven. I am very grateful to have you. And if you are returning, you already know the vibes over on this side. And today I am doing the Divine Feminine Friday channel reading on Saturday. I'm also live on TikTok, and I got my folks on TikTok that are able to leave a comment, talk to me, vibe with me, get in with me. And the intention of today's message is to tap in with the divine feminine within us all. As you know, this is a polarity that exists within us all. This is our intuition. This is our divine flow. This is our emotions. This is our receptive side. This is our receptive energy. This is our creative energy. This is our sensual energy. This is our ability to sit and receive and go within. And like I said, our intuition, our creative space, that sacral space, that heart space, that sacred space. So if you were not here live with me on Monday we did Divine Masculine Monday, and we talked about our ability to take bold, confident action towards our goals, our ideas, and just with healing within our own self. And if I'm remembering correctly, within the Divine Masculine energy report, we really were getting a message of the divine masculine is healing in tandem with the feminine. So these two are in syncing right now, and are getting into a vibrational space of equilibrium and equanimity. Okay, so the thriving hood of the masculine is in tandem with the feminine, and the feminine thriving hood is in tandem with our masculine. This is about being a balanced being. This is about bringing our intuition to action so we can have aligned action. This is about being in that space of true ebb and flow. As within, so without, as above, so below. So here we are right now with this really beautiful, like, y'all, I'm so ready to get into this message because this pre-show was crazy. And I'm gonna let you know the channel song that I was singing was "It's Gonna Rain" by Kelly Price. And this is speaking to the things that we have endured leading up to this point. This is speaking to our ability to count it all joy, to understand every person, every place, everything, every experience that has got us right here has been divinely timed, divinely orchestrated, and it has been an extension and reflection of our worth, our beliefs, our core beliefs, our ideas, and all honesty, our traumas. We have done a lot of learning. We've done a lot of shedding. We've done a lot of purging. We have done a lot of healing. And this healing work has been intergenerational trauma. This has been self-induced. This has been created. This has been collective. It has been a lot of healing by way of all types of avenues. Many timelines, many lifelines of healing has been taking place. And so when I heard that song, and I'm shuffling the cards, and I'm hearing "Count It All Joy," I'm like, oh wow. And it speaks about how troubles will come, challenges will arise, but it's going to be our faith in God. It's going to be our faith in knowing that it's all going to be okay. It's going to be our ability to still see the silver lining. I'm talking silver lining, and I got silver nails. See the silver lining and count it all joy. So I wholeheartedly and intuitively can say that just within healing my own personal masculine energy, coming up into this realm of just right nowness, it has been an emotional maturation, and it has been about stability. It has been about my ability to sustain. It's been about sustainability and stability, okay? And how I forge my way forward through this energy of any type of elusive thinking of lack, any type of elusive thinking of not being enough, anything that might be shrouding my confidence in myself and my ability to take action moving forward. This has been a gain of true emotional maturity. And I'm speaking for myself personally. I feel like this has been happening within the divine feminine. The divine feminine has also been releasing and letting go, has been allowing what has been hidden subconsciously to come and be made conscious for a lot of these core beliefs that we've had around what it means to provide, what it means to have a level of sustainability, a level of freedom. Because the feminine has no desire other than freedom, to be brazen in her ways. But in order for her to do that, there's a foundation within, a solid foundation within, that has to be first set in stone. So it does go to self-concept work. It does go to self-worth work. It does speak to that element within. And so when we're speaking to when we're speaking to that element within, hello, we are having a really deep conversation about what we know to be real and true. And I feel like a lot of the divine feminine leading up to this moment has been doing a lot of purging and a lot of subconscious reprogramming, or a lot of things that have been deeply, I feel like a core beliefs that were deeply tethered to wounds, deeply tethered to other spaces and places that we probably have lived in past lives by way of, hi, hi, oh my gosh, Toronto, much love to you. And if you want to be a moderator in the chat on YouTube, please let me know, because we will not be undergoing any level of disrespect in the dancery. Are you a bot? You're a non-existent human. And so here we are in this space at this time of true evolution within. And we have a lot of energy surrounding change, surrounding a rebirth, surrounding our resources. Surrounding our resources. So this conversation of sustainability, that's good to know. So the conversation of sustainability, thrivinghood, security, the energy of abundance, the energy of prosperity, the energy of money, deeply feminine. Honestly, I've always thought that money was feminine, but money is actually a very neutral energy. Neutral energy, neutral tool, neutral resource. And it's coming into this epiphany, it's coming into this consciously within the feminine mind, within the feminine aspect, within the feminine energy of ourselves, that is switching. There's a switch happening. There's an understanding happening. There's also a exchange of power that is happening across the collective right now. There's an exchange of power that is happening right here, right now. And so every card that I have for the pre-shuffle speaks of what I'm talking to right now. We have second house and change. We have resistance. We have abundance. I don't know if y'all can see it on TikTok. We have abundance here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and Eight of Wands. So we are talking about forward movement. We're talking about the completion of a cycle. We're talking about very swift. This is about to be a swift exchange, upheaval, uptick, increase. We're talking about the energy of increase right now. And these changes that are happening within and on a collective scale right now. So the divine feminine energy that I'm channeling has been in this space of creating from a new foundation within. And I say this because we have second house of resources and resistance here. And as I channel this energy, I feel this second house, and I love the number 22. We have the second house of resources, right? Oh, that's number 22 right here with resistance, excuse me. But within the second house energy, the second house, my second house is Jupiter. Jupiter and Libra is in my second house. But we have the second house of resources here. And do y'all see this apple? The first thing I saw when I seen this card, the first thing I saw when I seen this card, all I could think of was how emotional our divine intelligence, our divine emotional intelligence is the key. The knowledge of self, divine knowledge. I was hearing supreme mathematics. It is this energy of true divine intellect, your gifts, your talents. And then it's also, again, this exchange of power. Something is happening within these systems. Within these systems, we have gold. We have backed by gold. Everything you touch turns to gold. But we have this energy of the end of the illusion of lack, the end of poverty consciousness. The divine feminine that this message is resonating with is the end of poverty consciousness and your ability to literally tune into your own divine intelligence to unlock the wealth codes. There are wealth codes, binary codes, wealth codes, exchanges. But there is about to be an exchange. There is about to be a very real exchange of power. There's about to be an exchange of power right now. And so this energy of resistance, I'm going to read all these cards. This energy of resistance. There has, I wholeheartedly, not to even couple these energies together, but the story that I'm getting, what I'm sensing fully from this card has been a resistance. Not a resistance of this abundance, but a resistance of aspects of self. There's also been this ability to continue to move forward no matter what. There's this, it reminds me of the energy of endurance. And then we have two cards here where the women have these arms outstretched. They have these arms outstretched. And within this, we see plentiful. We see, I wholeheartedly see this energy of Mother Earth. I wholeheartedly see this energy of growth, this leveling up, this sprouting. And I was so shocked when I seen both of these beautiful women come out, and they hold a very similar energy. And this is the divine goddess that's rising at this time. We have gang, I think it says gang Sarah, and here we have literally the energy of abundance. There is, all of this is about abundance. All of this is about an exchange of wealth and an increase in wealth, an increase in wealth, an increase in wealth. There is a change happening. So therefore, this emotional maturity, this understanding that has had to be, this, I feel like this death and rebirth that occurred within the divine masculine aspect, especially by way of the messages I channeled on Monday, it goes hand in hand with this, because the boldness that is here and the readiness, this is the energy of wealth consciousness that has been able to be made real and true. This is the energy of no longer being no longer having a matrix mindset, especially when it comes to wealth and abundance. And I feel like there has been a level of insecurity, lack, and scarcity within the divine feminine by way of core beliefs that had not been made conscious and that are now conscious. And here you are as a more active womb, an activated sacral, an activated solar plexus. Those bottom three chakras have finally tapped in, because this is an embodiment of the divine feminine. This is a knowing. This is the knowing of where this divine wealth is actually being curated and created from. It isn't being given from an outside source. This is literally an energy that you are embodying and birthing by way of ideas, by way of literally acting on your divine intelligence from within, trusting that inner oracle, trusting that intuition, trusting that higher mind, and being in the ability to resist, to again go through all these trials and tribulations and be in a space of rest and receptivity, but continuing to resist the status quo, resist the patriarchy. This is giving overcoming all types of systemic oppression. This is giving this energy of truly aligning with the higher self and cutting through all types of controlled opposition. And so the divine goddess that is rising, divine goddess that is rising right now, I'm going to read this. You have the energy of resistance, number 22. You could be a life path 4 or a life path 22. This is a shadow goddess the witch of Golden Lane that blew into Tobago on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. This is the shadow. Oh, I did not know this was a shadow self card. So it says, you are sacred. No, wait, excuse me. You were scared that you're going to mess it all up. You may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself. This speaks to the energy of how the feminine you're used to ghosting your own dreams and resisting your own magic. It's time to stop holding back, worrying, and pretending to seek perfection that will never come. When it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Holy shit. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation, but there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force you really are. The goddess declaration moving forward is, this is me. I show up. Oh. This changes the game, because this has been a resisting of your power. The divine feminine has been resisting their power, and the divine masculine has been cowardice in his. So this is a rising up on all fronts for the sake of your own evolution, for the sake of your own forthcoming, for the sake of your own livelihood. This is me. I show up. And let me tell y'all, this is a testament to myself. Thank you so much, because this is deeply shadow side, because I feel like we have the light and shadow of the divine feminine. Speaking of, this is when you show up and you declare, this is me, I show up. This is you showing up. This is what follows immediately with you showing up. The abundance is right there. But until you stop procrastinating, again, resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. And it may look like procrastination. It may look like laziness. It may look like being disorganized. It may look like excuses or lack of motivation. But these are deeper forces at play. This is your way of self-sabotaging and resisting the force of who you really are, because you know that you are a big deal. You know that what you came here to do. You've waited lifetimes to be here, right now, in this energy, with the gifts that you have, with the talents that you have, with the understanding that you have, and you're afraid of it. This is me, I show up. When you stop resisting the growth, the creativity, the abundance, you show up. You show up. This is literally the same energy, disembodied and embodied. Disembodied, shadow, and embodied in the light. On the other side of you resisting the truth of who you are is plenty, is wealth, is prosperity. And I feel like there is this Aquarius season, this Aquarius energy. And when I see this card, I see nothing but divine intelligence, spirit-led, God-led, channeled, true intelligence, knowledge from within. I see innovation. I see full new creations, things that have been birthed, that are being birthed through you, that have never been experienced and seen before. It's the knowing that the experiencing of your authentic self, the experiencing of your vibration, the experiencing and the seeing of you is the change, is the glitch in the matrix. You are meant to be witnessed and experienced for the sake of other people's divine unfolding and sensing and becoming as well. But these things that you are birthing into creation, they backed by gold, they backed by spirit. It's it's getting this energy of it's foolproof. It's no way that it can't work out, because of the intention and who and where it's coming from, the version of you in which that is bringing this through. The shadow side of the divine feminine is speaking so clearly, and this will show up in your inaction. You will see resistance And understand, when you sense this resistance, it's not just, oh, I'm procrastinating. Oh, it's not just, oh, I'm having a lazy day. Oh, I'm just disorganized. It is you unconsciously. But now moving forward, because I know this message is for some women out here, for some divine feminine out here, whether you're male or female, the aspect within that are in the space of creation and wanting to embody the full authentic version of themselves, and you have been afraid of it. You've resisted it. You've resisted being seen. You've resisted being experienced. You've resisted it. And it could be by way of external judgment. It could be by way of you giving a fuck more about what other people will say, opposed to you being the authority in your life. So when you're not the authority, you make everything outside of you the authority, and you make their validation or their understanding of your experiencing a priority more than the truth of who you know yourself to be. You lose your power. You show up more disempowered. You give all your vital life force energy away. You give all of that beautiful, sacred, solar. You give all of that juicy deliciousness away. So there needs to be practices. There needs to be rituals. There needs to be a level of self-care and understanding, as well as embodiment, somatic experience, and maybe there may be some trauma blocking you. Because understand, we could think about it. We could say the affirmations. We can do the things, all that. But if we're not moving the energy out of the body for the body to experience a fleshing of a true emotion, an emotional clearing, the body is going to keep score. And you can do it all afraid. Fear isn't going anywhere. Fear is fuel. It is actually an assistance. When you feel afraid, that's how you know you need to be doing it. Stop thinking fear is this thing, well, I'm scared, I can't do it, or I need to wait until I'm not scared. No, that's not how this works. Fear is right here to help fuel the experience. It is a major indicator that you are moving out of comfort and into growth, that you are expanding. Do not shrink. It's an expansion. 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 This is the energy of expansion. So where does lack live in your body unconsciously? Where does it live in your body? Because I feel there has been a clearing of the mind, but where is lack living in your body? Is it in your heart? Is it in your sacral? Is it in your roots? How are you transmuting this energy? How are you transmuting this energy? How will you transmute this energy when you notice, when you become conscious of, oh, I'm resisting showing up in my fullness, and it is looking like this organization is looking like, I don't really feel like doing it today. It's giving. It's giving I might be, but it's this. I feel like there may be a core belief, or something that you were told, or maybe something that you may be unconsciously believing, because I remember working through this myself. But I'm sensing there is this energy of, if I show up, anytime I show up in my fullness, I'm too much. I'm too much for folks. I'm too much. I'm doing too much. They gonna think I think I'm all that. Whenever I pop up, when I do this and I bring it, I feel like I'm gonna be doing too much. People ain't gonna know how to take me. They not gonna like me. It's a story about a story that's not fucking true. And it could come from internal wounding. It can come from societal programming. It could come from maybe an experience you had in your younger years. But that is not true. There are people that you inspire. There are people that are looking up to you. There are people that the minute they see you in their fullness, whether it triggers or intimidates, whether it inspires or intimidates, or even if it triggers, it's still a catalyst for them to do their internal work, because we are living in a reality that is based off perception. How people perceive you has nothing to do with you. It is the conversation that they are telling themselves about themselves. What people choose to see in you is a reflection of how deeply they can meet themselves. So this core belief of your bigness, of your boldness, of your brightness, of your everythingness being too much is a lie. And you don't have to believe that anymore. You do not have to resist being the force that you are anymore. You did not come here to be small. We don't need more small people. We don't need more people aligning with that, because that's a lack energy. That is a lack energy, and it is an illusion, and it is not a truth. But this has been a belief that you have thought for a long, 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 long time, and it's time to choose another thought. And I'm actively reading a book by Joseph Nguyen, and it's called Don't Believe Everything You Think. And it is the practice of non-thinking. It is the practice of non-thinking, because thinking is what leads to suffering. And when we are doing things like dance, when we are doing things like meditation and yoga and breath work, what's happening is we're in a state of true presence and embodiment. There's no thinking happening. But when you step out of those activities and the anxiety rushes back and you're flooded with the who and when, where, why, I don't know where I'm going, what's going on, this is when the thinking comes back, because now these thoughts, these downloads that are just what they are what they are. It is the thinking about the thoughts and the ruminating and the excessive ruminating and the if this and then that means that. It is literally, it's the quality of your mind that is at play right now. This is the change, the quality of the mind, because there's been a lot of mindset work, but it's the quality of your thoughts and you choosing to engage in the activity of thinking that is leading you to suffering and getting you all up in your head and out of your body. Because abundance, this energy of abundance and prosperity, is an embodiment that is felt, and it feels like ease. It feels orgasmic. It feels juicy. It feels sexy. It feels delicious. And we are not sensing, we're not being sensory beings when we are in the practice of thinking. And you can literally just choose not to think. I highly advise this book. I'm about to grab it right quick. And it explains, if y'all want to take a screenshot, take a screenshot. But I'm going to podcast about this book. Don't believe everything you think. Why your thinking is the beginning and end of suffering. Because the act of thinking is a verb. A thought is a noun. It is a person, place, or thing. You can have a thought and you can just let that thought be. You do not have to judge. It's when you judge the thought and you start thinking about your thoughts is where the disempowerment happens. Is when the disembodiment happens. It's when the ruminating and the and all of this start happening. And the next thing you know, it is just a compounding experience, especially for my girls that have experienced trauma. I talk about this a lot within my newsletter, and I'll be doing more about that, but it's a overthinking, lack of self-authority, negative self-perception. These are all compounding symptoms of complex PTSD. This is a byproduct of narcissistic abuse, mental and emotional abuse. You feel what I'm saying? So it is your mind that needs a rest, and it is the thinking that is leading to the suffering. It is the what you choose to think about your thoughts that is causing suffering. And spirit is aligning, is preparing us and is showing us that this vibration of wealth consciousness, this turning of the tides that is coming in fast, coming in hot. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Wands. There are downloads. There are manifestations that are ready to be perceived by you, that cannot be perceived and experienced by way of you if you are thinking negatively about the thoughts that are coming in and out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't, and oftentimes it's given this energy of also to overcome this resistance and to really deal with any of these old subconscious thoughts and subconscious reprogramming. Is given this energy of saturation. You probably need to saturate. I'm getting, you need to saturate your mind. You need to fall asleep to the subliminals. I don't mind at this time if you are prone to overthinking and disembodiment and a lack of motivation, and this may be cut by way of you not being present. And so getting present and allowing the thoughts to drift on by is a great practice. Again, more practices are in that book if you decide to get the book. But there is some things that I have been doing for the past month consistently that I've been starting to do to saturate my mind so that I can subconsciously have a whole new tape. Because you have to understand, our subconscious was formed in our formative years. From the moment of conception till about 8 years old, we didn't have our own consciousness. So everything that we seen from the moment that the egg was fertilized by the sperm, you been in your mother's womb, you coming out of your mother's womb, and from you living from that, living and breathing on your own outside of her womb to 8 years old, you were a sponge. So if you experienced trauma, how the world was, anything between those ages and those years, that's your subconscious. Okay. And so we have some very emotionally intelligent women and being and sorcerers and magicians and witches and alchemists and true divine goddesses that have been wrapped up in their thoughts and ideas of what they thought this place was and who they thought they were in it. So coming into your power looks like, first, a reprogramming of the mind. You can go to High Frequency Guru on YouTube. She has so many beautiful rampages and subliminals for you to fall asleep to. You should listen to your subliminals on like volume 1 or 2 so you can actually fall asleep, and it's going to just saturate your mind. There are a lot of practices, but here's where self-concept work, subconscious reprogramming, and aligning our bodies, EFT tapping, releasing any stagnant energy, dancing, sweating, working out, self-pleasure, where we are intentionally moving any energy of lack out of the body because we have expansion here. The divine feminine has been calling in. The answer has always been yes, but it's time for you to perceive this expansion. It's time for this expansion to be perceived. This is the main change. So I'm going to read this abundance card before I do this spread with my new Egyptian Book of the Dead Oracle. Y'all know I love, love. And this is a new deck. And since I had so much, there's so much wealth energy, wealth consciousness, second house. I even think, so we have alliances. We have a conjunction. We have some people that are coming into our spaces and in our realities that we've been calling in that are more aligned with our soul mission, our soul family. We have friendship here. So we have some really beautiful connections. Change your tune. This is an ascension. This is more so an activation that you're experiencing right now, but this is an ascension. This is a spiritual, you're awakening to new truths, especially by way of it's a version of you, I feel, divine feminine, that is ready to die. She's like, I came, I saw, I conquered. It's time for me to rest. This change is for the next evolution of self. This change, oh my gosh, and I see that white rabbit. This change is for the next, the evolution of you. You're the improvement on design you, the forward thinker, the revolutionary you, the trailblazer you, the you that you came here to be is someone that has a divine blueprint within. And you're being given these dreams, these nudges, these ideas. Please know that where you are now, that you can trust yourself to make the right decisions about people. There's something about a new level of discernment that you have that is going to help you in supporting you with knowing that I can trust who I'm saying yes to now because they are reflecting a different version of me back to me now. But this is all about moments of awareness. Do not go mindless. This is why it's so imperative that non-thinking, it is some thoughts, it is some beliefs, it is some stories, it is a story about yourself That is just simply not true anymore. And this is the ego. This is the ego. This is what the ego does in trying to protect us and keep us in the known. But your soul, your heart space, that version of you deep down inside, I said this in the Divine Masculine reading and it's coming up again. It's no more, oh, I know who I am deep down inside. No, bring her, bring him out. Let them free. Set their inner child free. There's no more living from this. Oh, when I'm by myself, or I know deep within, I know I can do this. I know I'm big like this. I know I got it in me. If you know you got it in me, bring. If you know you got it in you, bring it out. It's no more of. It's no more gatekeeping yourself. You did not come here to gatekeep yourself and only know, and you only know the vastness of your being. You didn't come here to be that. You didn't come here to do that. That's not what you came here for. So I'm about to read Abundance before I move on. Oh, y'all, I was one page off. I opened up to page 29. Oh, this is Lakshmi. The goddess Lakshmi holds out her hands in divine offering, and the universe responds with such abundant blessings that gold coins come cascading down. Are you kidding me? The gold in her gown and on her neck, ears, and wrists shines with the life-giving light of the sun, which radiates upward from the top of her head. She is the light of the world, bringing boundless generosity. And we have all of this energy, all of this embodiment of wealth, expansion, growth, creativity, sensuality right here. It is a business. It is an idea. It's all on the other side of this resistance. It's all on the other side of the resistance. It's all there. Like, it's literally all there. This pretends a time of great joy and receptivity for you. The prosperity you've been longing for is coming your way. An investment may pay off, or an unexpected windfall may appear. But even if the increase in wealth comes slowly at first, the abundance is sure to expand as you allow yourself to focus on the present value in your life. Always remember that value comes in many forms. There is good fortune in nature, friendship, and the simple moments of small joys. This grateful awareness will shine in your life like the sweet violet aura around Lakshmi's luminous being. At her feet, baby elephants, oh, they are, baby elephants herald the arrival of true prosperity, bringing with them an energy of strength and peaceful certainty. This card is telling you to rest assured. I love that. Rest assured is probably my favorite thing to do. Rest assured, for great joy and prosperity will soon be expanding throughout your life. And this is your affirmation. Oh, wow. First sentence. I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe. Unlimited wealth is coming to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. What an affirmation. I'm going to hold it up right here in case you want to screenshot it and write it down. In case you come back and you take notes. Again, I open my mind. You can't have an open mind if you're thinking, if you're ruminating, and it's all about negative thoughts, down spiraling about other thoughts that don't. I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe. Unlimited wealth is coming to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. Open yourself up to unexpected. The word unexpected is a hack because it aligns you with the frequency of receptivity, not based off of your past, but you align yourself with miracles, okay? You align yourself with the vibrational energy of miracles. So do not forget the word unexpected. Unexpected, from known and unknown resources, okay? So when I seen all of this change in wealth and abundance embodiment, I knew I wanted to do this pinnacle spread from the Egyptian oracle that I just purchased. And I found this deck at Books A Million for $13, and I was just so grateful. Y'all have to know my obsession with the Egyptian pantheon and my connection to all of the netters. It is just such a beautiful, Lordy, I just love it here. I love it here real bad. But I'm about to, let's see what this spread has for us. This is the Pentacle spread. And so, Spirit, thank you. Give me a card. Give me a message. So, where's the Divine Feminine now? Give me one card. Oh, wow. That was fast. Okay, what underlying influences? Okay. We got 11 and 44. It reminds me of the 1%. The 144,000. It gives me that energy. What's the strength in our favor? What strengths are working in our favor right now? What strengths are working in our favor? Shut the fuck up. Do y'all see this? Riches. What? Okay, I'm gonna double up. I'm gonna keep both of these as strengths. And I love the energy of Anubis because he is the opener of the way, guiding us through. Okay, what guiding? Oh, I just said that's the guiding force. Okay, guiding force is at work. Got it. Say less. Last but least, the probable outcome. What's the outcome for the Divine Feminine? This is fucking gorgeous. Okay. So I just want y'all to see how everything is just confirming everything. For one, we have the energy of riches. And y'all know we have been speaking to resources, abundance, Queen of Pentacles, okay? So I just want y'all to see how the message is still messaging, okay? I just had to speak to the synchronicity. It's imperative that you get your mind right and get your shit together, Divine Feminine. It is imperative that you get your mind right. Work with the law of assumption. If the law of attraction is something that is hard by way of feeling, because attraction speaks more of your magnetism. Mind you, all the laws are always working. They're always at play. But if the law of assumption is something that you don't know a lot about, have fun. Work with the law of assumption. Assume it into being. Assume it into being. This is you co-creating your own reality, Divine Feminine. This is you birthing your world by way of your womb and your portal and your divine connection to Source. Your divine connection to Source, because we right here with it. We right here with it. This is not. This is big dog energy. This is big, beautiful, abundant energy. And since this is a new deck, I will be reading and channeling. But this is the name of the book and the deck. It is the Egyptian Book of the Dead Oracle, okay? Oh, let's get into it. So where we are now, I feel like for the Ankh card to come out, this is one with spirit. This is the full divine embodiment. When the Ankh is the representation of the full spectrum of life. It is the yoking of the divine masculine and divine feminine in one. So this is where we are now, and that's number 11. You could be seeing 111 because we do have 111, which is the energy of new beginnings. That could be an angel number that's coming out. So let's see. This is us now. The Ankh is an ancient symbol of immortality. To the Egyptians, it represented the life force of physical existence and the afterlife. Its power has thought to be everlasting, with the loop at the top representing the portal into the spiritual realms and the underworld. It was frequently used as a symbol of protection, being painted onto scarab, being painted onto tomb walls or worn as an amulet. Even today, some people choose to wear an ankh as a lucky charm or as a link with African ancestors and heritage. To the Egyptians, the ankh was known as the key of life, and it was a symbol of eternity. So this is where we are now. And it says, when the ankh card comes up in a spread, it indicates that you will soon hold the key to your personal power, which could mean anything from a special talent you have to a new qualification. The meaning behind this card is clear. The way is open and you are free to forge ahead. The doors that have remained shut against you can now be opened, leading to new opportunities and new life experiences. As a symbol of protection, the Ankh card offers reassurance that you are safe to follow your dreams. You are safe to follow your dreams. One more time. You are safe to follow your dreams. Doors will swing wide in welcoming you. Doors will swing wide in welcome for you, and new ventures are likely to be successful. So, A, and at 11:11, as you talk, let's go. Excuse me. Don't excuse me. Actually, you right. You fucking right. Cause we said what we said. Yes, this is crazy. So, this resistance. The shadow side, okay, because we're going to give a little practical advice. When you are in a space of feeling as if you have a lack of motivation, disorganized, procrastinating, lackluster, I don't know if I can do it. Maybe I did. It is the moment you flood yourself with conscious awareness that you stop those thoughts in their tracks and choose to just release it. So there's a pause and there's a asking, does this thought serve me? I've noticed that I'm now thinking, does it serve me? It doesn't. Okay. Remember that you are right now your higher self, the truth of who you are, because these are old thoughts based off old patterns, old wounds, and old things. This is just the subconscious needing to be rewired. Literally, get on board. Let the thoughts go. Stop thinking that shit. It ain't the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. Eternal life. This is the truth. The doors are open. This is the truth. Your personal power. All of that is elusive thinking, and you do not have to warp yourself in the unconscious activity of negative thinking. You can only, by choice, if you choose to say yes to thoughts that serve you and just allow yourself to be present. This is going to be a practice, but the answer is all there. It's all within. Your personal power is being embodied and actualized, and the dream that you have been wanting to live is now ready to be experienced. The doors are open and success is guaranteed. But if you don't believe in those thoughts and you keep resisting these truths, your world has no choice but to reflect back to you what you are thinking. So if you're going to think against the truth, understand that comes with a totally different reality. But this higher vibration, this octave of knowledge and truth and personal power embodied, is you got the green light. The doors is open. There's no one stopping you but you. This shit is happening exactly like you say it is. That's the thing. When you step into awareness and you walk this path, you must know that you are co-creating this experience. There's no higher other than your higher power co-creating this with you. There is no one denying you but you. There's no one saying yes to you but you. Everyone is you pushed out. So if you say, oh, people can't stand me when I show up in my business, they're not gonna like me, you're gonna be around, you're going to get that played back. Or you can say, people love seeing me in my light. People love supporting me in my new ventures. I am so relatable, I'm so magical that every time I show up in my fullness, I attract more people that think and move just like me, and we support each other without question. And every time we link up, that shit is fire. And that's what it's going to be. But if you want to keep getting caught in negative thinking that pushes you outside of the truth of the experience of who you know yourself to be, a powerful force to be reckoned with, by all means, you can do that. But you also can make the choice to not lean into sufferable thinking and put yourself outside of that vibration of experiencing it. You a thought away. You're always a choice and a thought away. Let's keep it moving. The underlying influence we have is Sa. We have 44. You could be a life path 4 or 22. But we have number 44 here. We have Sa. And I feel like that is, and when I see this as source. So this is the influence. This is the assistance, the underlying influence. Remember the underlying influence of this was a greater force was at play, and it was that you not wanting to accept the fact that you are that force. Remember, that was the underlying thing behind those activities. Let's see what this influence is, because I feel like every time, everything that is a shadow aspect of this is showing up in a light aspect in this other deck. And it's really so profound. It's really so profound. This is so fire. That's what I'm talking about, divine feminine. We have authority, guidance, and strength. It says Sa was considered to be the father of the gods to the Egyptians. He was represented in the night sky by the constellation of Orion and the dog star Sirius. Shut up. So we got some star seeds. We got some true light beings in this reading. We have some true... Okay. In some hieroglyphics, he is depicted rowing across the sky in a boat. When the Sa card is present in a reading, it speaks of an authority figure. This could be someone who has the authority over you, such as a boss, or alternatively, it could also indicate that you are in a position of authority over others. If the latter is the case, this card reminds you to wield your power lightly and with compassion. The Sa card suggests that it is time for you to examine your attitude towards authority. Are you someone who can easily take direction, or do you struggle to obey commands? This card can quite literally represent some kind of father figure in your life and encourages you to examine this relationship more closely. Any discord is likely to be due to your view of authority figures and how you choose to interact with them. Of course, some people misuse their power. So if you feel that this is the case, the Sa card is asking you to speak about it, especially if the utterance card is present in the same spread. Sometimes it is necessary to blow the whistle on those who misuse your authority. And I feel like for this card to be an underlining influence, I spoke to this because this is a thing with self-mastery and having a strong inner authority. When you have come from trauma and experiences and a lot of mental and emotional abuse and manipulation by way of people that were either supposed to be your caregivers, take care of you, your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your auntie, I don't give a fuck who it was. These people that had authority over you at a young age could have misused and abused their power, which caused you to develop these beliefs and insecurities within yourself, as well as start to forge a path of people pleasing and or centering other people's energy, emotion, and emotions higher than yours for the sake of you needing to create safety around you. So you never developed a true inner authority, and you may feel as if you step into your power and you take lead over people, or you forge this new path, or you come into the space of teaching, that people will not either respect you as an authority figure, or that you feel as if you do not have the ability, or something within there, you feel as if people of power are evil or mean or dark. And it is it is deep, it is a story, it is an unconscious belief, it is a core belief that you feel about people in power. And so you are a person that is being called to step into your power. And there is a belief that has you in this space of not wanting to show up as that force, be that force, because you believe that there is a connection between power and abuse and misuse. But you have to understand that the leader that you are stepping into this divine space with this true gift, these talents, and this is what true power is supposed to look like. Leadership by way of compassion and truth, integrity. You are a person of a compassion, truth, and integrity. We have needed leaders like you. This is an exchange of power. This is an exchange of divine intelligence. This is what I'm speaking to. There is an exchange of power at play, and you have to be well aware and have a sound voice connected to your inner authority. It is an inner authority. This is self-concept. This is how do I really relate to my power? This is speaking to the disempowered feminine that is now stepping into truth. That is now stepping into truth. This is the fall of patriarchy. Okay? Okay. But this is truth. This is stepping into true leadership as a leader that can be trusted. So be mindful of the story that you're telling yourself about yourself, because this is the underlying influence. You stepping into being an inner authority. You're stepping into your inner authority and stepping into your power. This is about also the balancing of the divine masculine, being bold and confident in your leadership capabilities, okay? Being bold and confident in your ability to lead, learning from those leaders, learning from those people that abuse their power, and now you know what not to do. I have a lot of influence that showed me exactly who not to be. A lot of us have came into this space-time reality wiser than our parents, more ancient of a soul. If I'm speaking to those from Sirius, if I'm speaking to those from the Orion constellation, your soul is ancient. Your blueprint is ancient. You came to teach others by way of wisdom that has lived inside your being and your DNA from eons before now. Before now. You got the keys. Spirit has made me work on seeing myself clearly and letting go. It is a true testament to your inner authority. It's your ability to say, I could care less about who you think I should be or who you think I could be. I know who I am. And being able to say, I know who I am. I know I'm a person of good heart. I know I'm a person of integrity. I know I'm a person that is respectful and mannerable and does what's right. I know I'm a person of righteousness. I know I'm someone that is not walking around here causing harm, wreaking havoc, being a menace to society, and leaving people worse than what they found me. I leave people better. So it's easy for you to dissolve and not be disempowered by those projections when you can stand 10 toes and say, no, I know exactly who the fuck I am. And that's not me. It is okay to be a catalyst. It is okay to open your mouth and speak up for yourself. This is also an undoing of programming of this go along, get along, and being a bigger person. I'm not the bigger person no more. I'm the person that's going to tell you right here in this moment, you're wrong. I'm not going to silence myself, because silently suffering is what got me here. And it's a way in which you can go about doing it, of compassion and in truth. But you can dissolve these projections by way of standing up for yourself in that moment in a way in which that you trust yourself to. But it is an exercising of your throat chakra. It is an exercising of your heart chakra. And it is an exercising of your roots chakra in that moment. And this is all inner authority work. But within self-concept work, knowing that you have now established a true sound and clear version of yourself, you now are aware of your position in all dynamics. So this is still really beautiful. It's like, imagine your whole life you were robbed of the choice of really showing up as your true self and forging your own identity, because you were downtrodden by trauma and needing to survive, put in situations where you needed to mentally, physically, and emotionally just survive, because there are different types of abuse, okay? I'm sorry, I gotta get some. Y'all give me some likes in the chat because it said I was inactive. So imagine that that was your experience and you were robbed of your childhood. So it was hard for you to come into true self because you weren't able to actually just experience moments of joy that would lead you to, oh my God, this is me. I like this. I don't like that. It wasn't, you didn't get to be carefree. So now imagine that you are creating that character. Imagine that you are now creating that version of yourself, that identity. And imagine that all those harsh things that were said to you, spoken over you, that people who people said you was, with them gaslighting you and projecting on you, imagine that that was all them. Imagine that all those words were nothing but them speaking to them, and that is not you, and it hasn't been you, and that people actually do love you. No one hates you. No one thinks you're weird. No one thinks negatively of you. Imagine what life is like now, who she is now, who you are now, because that's the thing. It's about being present with the story of who you are now and not living to prove yourself against these said projections and having these arguments with people from 50, 20, 30, 55 years ago, because the war that they were battling was a war within themselves. Imagine now you have to be the beautiful divine opportunity to write a new story, pen and paper, and get clear on the true identity of myself. It is like building your identity for the first time, a phoenix rising, a new book, a new page, a new chapter, a new life. What does she look like? What does she talk like? What does she like to eat? Where does she like to shop? What's her perfect lover like? How much money does she make? It's like playing a game of MASH, but with you. Where she live? What kind of car she drive? Get in the seat of true divine co-creation and empowered. It is the empowered feminine. It is the rise of the true divine feminine. So the underlying force is this influence of you stepping into your authority, healing that inner divine masculine. It's in tandem with the feminine. So it's actually fun. And it's something that you should look at very, very freely and fun like and experiment with. And when you have thoughts from the old self, send that version of you compassion, but let her go and be like, oh no, that's the old story, the new story. This is why affirmations is really tools to remind you of the new story. You're not affirming anything into being. Creation is complete. You have it. If you have the desire, it's because it's meant for you and it's already here. It is just your allowance of it. It's the path of least resistance. The affirmations help you stay attuned to the vibration as well as the story. It's a reminder like, oh, this is the story now. I think from this now. Oh, this is how I think now. Oh, okay, I'm divine embodiment of God. I'm this, I'm this, I'm that, I'm da da da. I'm a magnet to my miracles. I love myself. Everything I do touches to girl, turns to gold. What I love loves me more. All these things. This is a reminder of, oh yeah, this is what I got going on now. This is the new story. This is the new shit. Oh, okay, let me get back into embodying that version because that's who I am now. This is part of the whole practice. This is the part of the experiencing of, okay? This is the influence. Remembering, oh, I'm the authority of my life. I'm the operant power. I'm the co-creator. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I am that I am. That energy is within me. What I say goes. That is the influence. Trusting the inner authority, building that inner authority. It is a game as well as a practice of developing deep inner self-trust, okay? And so we have strengths in our favor. The queen. We have the queen. Oh man. From rags to riches. I know that's fucking right. Okay. The strengths in our favor. We have riches, which is 25. Wealth, prosperity, guard your finances. The Egyptians buried their dead with all the wealth and riches they could possibly want. They believed that the dead would have use of such riches in the afterlife. This was the reason behind the archaeological race to find and excavate tombs, which was a kind of treasure hunt. Most of the riches found in tombs are now in museums and private collections, and today Egypt's tombs are largely empty of any treasure. That is so sad. It does deserve to illustrate that with great wealth comes great interest from others, and not all of it is welcome. The riches card then has a double meaning. Firstly, it foretells that a time of abundance is on the horizon. This could mean a pay increase, a windfall, a lucky win, or something else. Overall, it suggests that money worries you have currently will soon be a thing of the past. Secondly, it suggests that you take steps to guard and protect the money that you do have. So it could be that you need to curb frivolous spending and start living within your means. And it says if the Tefnut card is in the same spread, then this will certainly suggest that you need to start saving for a rainy day. In general, this is a card of good fortune and suggests that financial anxiety will ease. Financial anxiety will ease. So, baby, that's what's in our favor is financial freedom and security and stability. This could be the ability to invest in your business, the ability to invest in your ideas, the ability to invest in yourself, get more trainings, get more certifications, do more things, have more experiences under your belt, live instead of survive. This is on our side. And so we're gonna have the support we need to not only rest and lean and ease into this, but it's a new level of expansion and trust and belief in self. And this new self concept, this new inner authority that you are building and rising in is literally the switch. It's the change. It's the you're no longer the same moving forward. It's the okay, I know I got what it takes, and everything that I speak and think is creating my world. So I will be a conscious co-creator. I will be a deliberate feeler. I will not unconsciously create from my wounds and speak sadness, poverty, ill will, or lack into my life anymore. I'm aware of who I am and whose I am and what's within me. And I'm excited to be seen. And I'm excited to know that people love being in the experiencing of me. I no longer need to be understood. I no longer am fighting for external validation. I'm happy to be experienced. If you want to take me as an example, use me right now. Do y'all know how much I would avoid going live? I'm live on 2 platforms right now at 11:30 on a Saturday night. This is what I love to fucking do. Do you know how much I denied myself of this? And this is what I love to do. But look at the experiencing that is happening. If you want to use me as an example of what it means, because this reading has been about me, to me, through me, for you, for us, by us, and all the things. I'm not outside of a word of what's happening. I'm truly a vessel. And when I position myself to be a vessel and open my mouth and do this one activity right here, I am on a high because this is what I love to do. I'm surrendering to my joy in this moment wholeheartedly. It's going to look different for all of us. But I bet you would have never thought in a million years that when she get on live, she go listen to this, she be scared, she be afraid, I bet you didn't ever think it. I bet you didn't think that this me saying yes to doing this more consistently wasn't a thing, but it was. But now it's a thing of the past because I'm making the choice from her now, from her as her now. Knowing that the prayer that I prayed, I said exactly who this is for is going to be on here. And when they play it back, it's going to be exactly for who it's for. And it's going to reach who it's supposed to reach. And I'm going to be in service to those I came here to serve. And I'm going to love it. And I might have joy in my heart. And they're going to experience that same amount of joy with me. And this is going to be a beautiful experience. And what has it been? This is probably my 4th time ever going live on TikTok. I do go live pretty consistent on YouTube. But like, it's here. It's in you. It ain't on you. What was the affirmation? It's hitting me so hard. I literally been open up almost to the right page, y'all. The affirmation literally is, this is me. I show up. This is me. I show up. All I had to do was fucking show up. This is me. This is me. This is me. I show up. The rest is history. The rest is I'm showing up for what I love. Show up for what you love. The ideas, the support, the people, the resources, the places and the things, the opportunities going to be right there. Success is inevitable. Show up for what you love. Especially if you're a generator or a manifesting generator. And if you know, you know. But let's close. We're gonna close out this reading because Lord, no, it ain't no rush. We just gonna vibe out. So the guiding forces at work. We have Anubis, and I keep Anubis right here next to my Ankh on my card because I told y'all I'm that girl when it comes to the Egyptian pantheon. So as you can see, he's the opener of the way. He is the jackal-headed netter that is the guiding force that leads us through, guides us to, is literally the perfect companion in support of us going from one space to another, one level of conscious awareness to another. So Anubis is here as a guiding force, double guiding force, because he is a guiding force and he's showing up in the place of a guiding force. So I love working with Anubis because he is that you got a friend in me. This is the energy of knowing that I'm never alone. I literally am never alone. I'm supported through this and I can't get it wrong. There's no need to be perfect. I just need to be exactly who I am, where I am, knowing that I'm divinely supported and I'm guided and I am protected. Okay? You are protected. Thank you, Raven. I'm just as proud of you. I seen it. And it's so beautiful that I can say, thank you, Raven. I'm just as proud of you. We got the same name. So it's so easy to say it to you and to myself and to receive it. Like, that's just such a blessing. You're such a blessing. Your experiencing of you has been such a blessing. I'm so grateful. So let's look at, and oh my gosh, it's number 1. So yeah, 111, 1111. Your thoughts are creating things. You're in divine alignment. Wishes are coming true. Whatever you're speaking and thinking and feeling is what will be. Say yes. Okay, so it's the next page, y'all. Literally the next page. Okay, this is about a card of transformation and walking through different thresholds. And as you see in this card, he is literally holding eternal life. So he is holding the key. He's not letting go of the truth of what he knows to be. And this is a sigil of protection, okay? So the card of Anubis represents some kind of metamorphosis to come. As the god who guards the portal to the underworld, he is seen as a deity of thresholds and liminal spaces of crossing from one place to another. And we going from one level of conscious awareness to another. We going from one old self-concept to a new self-concept. We are stepping in and we're thinking as it and thinking from it. Okay, so this is new level of awareness. This is an ascension portal. This is a threshold that we're walking through. Okay. He also acts as a guide through the underworld. As such, he is a god of the abyss, the space between one place and another. Our underworld is our subconscious mind. When we are doing that shadow work, which is this energy of resistance, when you are faced with your shadow and you are being asked to confront it and think a new thought and love on it and tell yourself, no, that's not true. Or no, I got this. I can organize this. No, give me a second. Let me breathe. Let me lean into the truth of who I know myself to be, and let me stop procrastinating. No, I got the motivation. I'm not lazy. I can do this. I got the strength. I know every step I take towards my dreams. I'm living my dream right now. This is that shadow work. This is that underworld. This is that transformation. Meeting that old conversation within with new words and new awareness. Not going mindless when we have this knee-jerk reaction or falling into the old pattern. That is that underworld that we're speaking of. That is the unconscious, flooding it with consciousness, okay? When this card appears in a reading, it is suggesting that you are about to undergo some kind of transformation. This is especially the case if Anubis turns up as your personal card or keeps appearing over several readings. Although his appearance can be a little intimidating, Anubis is here to reassure you that this transformation is for your highest good, though it is likely to come about through a period of adversity. Your strength is about to be tested in some way as you cross over from your past into your future self. This is also a reminder you can call on your future self. Okay, future self, because this is a pair. She's existing and thriving in that reality. It is a parallel reality. All you have to do is say yes to it and be in the experiencing of it. You can identity shift at any moment. So whenever you feel a little hiccup or you need some assistance, you can call on your future self. Okay, the version of me that has already fixed this, the version of me that has already overcome this. How can you advise me right now with where I am? What is my next step? I call on my future self. This is quantum physics, y'all. This is understanding that every version of you, past, present, and future, is existing right now. And if you are willing to let that old you die for the greater good of your highest self and the highest good of all, be willing to converse with that version of you that has already overcome whatever stronghold that you are perceiving right now. She got you. Anubis got you. The answers are all there. Okay? They all there. Do not seek external advice. I keep my own counsel is one of the laws of Ma'at. You keep your own counsel, okay? You do not need outside advisory, okay? Especially from mere humans. If you need divine guidance from an oracle, we got you. But you do not need to ask nobody else what you need to do what's best for you. Go within. This card indicates a period of growth during a darker time. The seed of your future has been sown in darkness and it will shoot up when you least expect it. It may not look as you imagined it would. You must face your fears and let go of any unnecessary conflict that surrounds you. Your sense of identity. Shut up. Your sense of identity, look, I'm on TikTok. Hey, YouTube. Your sense of identity may be challenged during this time, and you might be asked to release old ideas of who you were in favor of who you need to be in the days ahead. I can't make it up. I can't make this up. Bear in mind that dark nights of the soul are inevitable, but they do not last forever. Let Anubis be your strength and guide. You may go through a dark night of the soul. This could be a ego death for the rising of the true divine feminine, and that's okay, because the old self is ready to go. Is ready to go. Last but not least, the probable outcome. We have the Eye of Ra. We have the Eye of Ra. So loud. We have the Eye of Ra. This is enlightenment. This is the truth. Literally, y'all, I turned to the Eye of Horus. That's crazy. Okay, I'm just getting back right. So we have the probable outcome is harmony, resilience, robustness. Shut up. Hi, baby. How are you? Look, let me tap on the screen. Hi, Blondie. And so, like the Eye of Horus, the Eye of Ra was represented as the depiction of the eye. In this case, the right eye, and was thought to ward off negativity and restore harmony. However, the harmony would usually follow a period of upheaval and violence, possibly war. This symbol was the protection of the pharaohs and appeared in temples and sacred places in Egypt. While the Eye of Horus card is gentle in its meaning, the Eye of Ra can be a tricky one, because while it denotes the restoration of harmony, it also indicates that some kind of conflict will come first. I feel like this is the releasing of the old self. I feel like this is the shadow self that is going to want to fight to stay the same. I feel like this is going to be the battlefield of the mind, with the flooding of new conscious thoughts coming up against old thoughts and old beliefs. Sometimes peace can only be found on the other side of war, and this card suggests that you will need to be resilient in the face of adversity before you can enjoy harmony. Take it if it resonates. I don't necessarily lean into that being my ultimate truth, but hey. In some readings, this card indicates that revenge is a factor at play here. This is especially if the cases of segment and oris instead appear, which is not our case, so that's not us. The Eye of Ra card suggests that you will need to actively, the Eye of Ra card suggests that you will need to actively push away negativity, including your own negative thought. I just said it, including your own negative thought patterns and behaviors before a time of peace and harmony is restored. Try not to be your own worst enemy. This can be a trying time, but know that the dust will settle eventually and a period of calm will follow. It's you versus you. We have just been told, and that is the oracle, the message has been delivered. The divine feminine has literally just been told, you can stay the same and resist the force that you are, or you can lean into resistance from a higher mind and choose to not be that old version of yourself that thinks worst case scenario, that thinks that they're lacking, that thinks that they ain't got what it takes, that thinks they're that has a poor mindset, that has poor spiritual hygiene, that has a poor mental diet. You choose. You can lean into the shadow of who you are, or you can lean into truth everlasting. You can lean into this abundance that's here and these wealth of riches, and you can think these thoughts and align with this timeline. What? That's crazy. What? That is crazy. The restriction will be removed once you turn on. I'm not. TikTok is on some weird stuff. This is whatever. I said what I said. Now they saying, oh, your message finna be restricted because you promoting. I'm not. I'm telling you this, bitch. You can level up or you can stay down. Which one? The choice is yours. You can step into your own inner authority and your power and go from rags to riches and be this abundant goddess being that is supported, that speaks life and literally speaks a beautiful life into existence and is in alignment with all of this fucking money, bliss, harmony, riches, love, abundance, growth, quick windfall. You can get with this. You can get with this. You can get with this. Like, I've never seen so much riches, abundance, prosperity, and resources say yes, 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 yes in my life. Like, it's just here. It's literally here. It's here. Keep saying it's here. I have it now. It's here. I have it now. I'm the version of myself that has it right now. I'm her. She is me. She's within me. I'm that girl. I'm that girl. I'm that girl. What? You can get with this or you can get with that. But this is where it's at, okay? You will experience a dark night of the soul to a degree because it's the ego death. It's the ending of an era. It's the ending of an old era. It is the old self that is actually ready to go because that future self is the now. Like, you're her right now. Like, you're him right now. You're the embodiment of that energy right now. It's ready right now. It exists right now. It's literally quantum. It's right there. It's the parallel version of you right now. You do not have to recreate. You do not have to, oh, I got to do this first. And then once I got enough of this, and then I'm be able to get it like that. And then no, if you want to, if that's what you're going to say, that's what it's going to be. But you can also assume it into being, say that you're her right now, and you think you move from that version. You move from this version of yourself. You make decisions. Okay, what does the version of me that is a successful boom, 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 how she go about this right now? Okay, boom, that's what we doing. Thinking from it. You don't have to wait on it. It's literally been told to us about 5 times over. It's all there. It's all right here. But if your thoughts and your speech and your heart and your vibration and your knowing isn't going to align with this by way of what you're thinking, then that is the practice. And here is the book. Get this book. This book aligns with this reading. Get the book. It's just part of it. I'm gonna be talking about this. Get the book. Buy the book. Because it's time to embody and embrace higher vibrational thoughts and to release yourself of the sufferable act of thinking. It is your thinking that is leading to suffering, and it is your thoughts. It is your thinking of your thoughts that is causing any level of strife or negative behaviors and thought patterns, okay? Because everything about this reading, Divine Feminine, is fucking amazing. It's glorious. It's magnificent. It's on brand. It's on point. It's beautiful. It's harmony. It's peace after evolution, okay? Evolve into this next version of yourself that came here to do it only like you can motherfucking do it. That's just period. Your time is now. And all we have is right now. We have the power of right now. That's it. Can't touch tomorrow. You can't touch yesterday. You only got right now. What's for you is going to be for you. But if you ain't speaking it, thinking it, and just speaking it and thinking it. Speak it and think it. Speak it, think it. Speak it, think it. That's all you got to do. You're going to feel it the more you speak it and think it. And if the thought don't serve, bitch, if it don't apply, let it fly. If it ain't in alignment with this and this and this and this, guess what you can say? Oh, you can sing a song, you can twerk, you can dance, you can do whatever you need to do, but you do not have to entertain it. You do not have to spiral into the activity of thinking that's going to lead you to any type of suffering. This is the end of suffering and the era of divine feminine embodiment. This is that era. Divine feminine rising, divine feminine embodiment, riches, eternal life, eternal knowing, eternal life, okay? Divine intelligence. Remember I said that this is your own divine intelligence is being made real, being made real. It's coming through you. This is the definition of baby. It's in you. It ain't on you, okay? So speak to your empowered feminine. Love on your empowered feminine. Speak to your disempowered feminine. Love on her. Give her everything she needs and know that she can rest in who you've always known yourself to be deep down inside is ready to be experienced right motherfucking now. Right here and right now. It's her time to shine. Remember, this is me. I show up. And what was our other affirmation? This is me. I show up. That's one affirmation. And then our other one is, I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe. Unlimited wealth is coming to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. See it, speak it, think it, feel it, love it, know it, receive it, expect it. Expect it. Put some respect on your motherfucking name, Divine Feminine. And that's on period. All right, I love y'all. I'm closing this container. I speak that you call back all your power and your energy. I thank y'all so much for this divine exchange. Please call all your power and your energy back to you so that you can have a good night's rest. I don't need it. You need it. That's all you. And I call out my power and energy back to me, knowing that we are safe and sacred within our divine minds and divine beings. I really thank y'all for being on live with me tonight. Thank you, Raven. Thank you, Raven, for even being here, for supporting me, for supporting yourself, for showing up. Ashe. May you be empowered. May you sleep well tonight. May you rest assured knowing that all is well, all is within, and that you got it. You always been it, and you always gonna be it. Your time is gonna be forever right here, right now, at every given moment that you say it is. I promise you that. And you are loved, you are supported, you matter, you are safe, you are protected. Trust yourself on this journey. Trust yourself on this divine unfolding. Know that your pace, your race, everything you say is what goes. And that God is love and God is within. Thank you to the God in me for giving me the strength, the words, the energy, and the presence to just simply show up. May everything that I've said, may it reign true and supreme over the hearts and minds that are witnessing this message. I thank y'all so much. I love y'all. I am going to now end the YouTube live broadcast and let you all know if you want a personal session, you can, whether it be from breath work, yoga, a personalized guided meditation, or divine insight reading. You can purchase it and or get on my books for a session, as well as keep it locked with any upgrades I have to my shop, for I'm creating some very beautiful bundles that are a pair of mental, physical, and emotional and spiritual, digital, as well as self-care products. It's a whole mind, body, soul experience. Everything y'all need to know about how to get in contact with me. Joining my mail list, especially for my women. We will be moving forward, creating community for those of us that would love to be in divine union and community with other empowered women on this journey. Please subscribe to my mail list. I would love to have y'all. We will start doing monthly activities together, subscriber only type shit, exclusive type shit. So if you like to be in the know, everything y'all need is going to be in the description box below. Y'all can find it on my YouTube. I say and amen, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Good night. Love you. Bye.